Okay, good morning. So, after speaking about the definition of research and the type of research, today we'll talk about how to select the research topic. And before starting talking about the research topic, it's important to understand the life cycle of a research. So, what is a research? And what is the life cycle of a research? This is what we will see in this recording. So, as a matter of fact, scientists identify different steps of life cycle of any research, but in all of them usually they start with determining your research topic or problem and ends by writing your research report, which is the final stage or step. This is a quick diagram of I mean almost 9 steps, starting of selecting your research topic or formulating the research problem. Now, I want to say something very important now. All research, they are not done for interest, just for the sake of interest. Rather, they are solving or contributing by identifying some unexplored or something need to be solved, or a problem or a concern or a piece of knowledge to be discovered or to be added or to be clarified. So this is the main concern here. All research, this is the main concern. So it's very important to specify your research problem and what is it that you want to add. What is the gap of knowledge that you would like to address? Why you are doing this research, okay? And it could start from your feeling or your experience with the problem, or most importantly, it's from the literature review, okay? So the literature review, it means what others have said or talked or explained or written about the same topic. Let us say, for example, English language difficulties faced by students at undergraduate levels. Now, there are tens of research, rather hundreds of research that's been done on this same concern in different parts of the world. So I have to read the relevant new studies on the same topic, on the same problem, and then develop an understanding of how would I contribute to this, what else I should put. And once I did that, I have to start formulating my research question or my research objectives, or in some studies, they like the experimental also, they will talk about the hypothesis. So we should list them. Now, it's very important to mention that the objectives or the question should be relevant to the research problem. Okay, so all part of the research should be relevant to each other. You cannot, decide about a problem, then have a different objective applying something irrelevant. So this won't be a correct research design. After that, it's time to decide about the research design. And we have tens of research design based on the nature and based on the objective of your research. And we have qualitative and quantitative. For example, we have experimental and non-experimental designs. We have longitudinal research, action research. So there are different type of designs that we're going to take later on, but you have to decide on exactly, based on the nature of your research problem, what is the best research design should be implemented. And reading from the literature review help you to also finalize your research design. Once you're done with the research design, start now determining who are your participants, who are the students, who are the, what are the group of people that you're gonna involve in the study. If it is, for example, a questionnaire, then you will distribute the questionnaire to whom, how much, how many people you will find, and most importantly, how did you select them? How did you approach them? What procedure you choose or what techniques you applied to select the sample? And also we'll be talking in detail about this one. And then once you did with that, this is the first thing. Now you have to do the actual research. It means you have to do and collect the data, analyze the data, and present the data. Okay, so this is what you have to do once you are decide. So select, you have to go and collect the data, and once you collected them, analyze them using computers yourself or using different techniques, as you'll talk about later, and then process and present them, analyze them, tell us exactly what are the answers here. Tell us the answer of this question in this part of the research. And once you are done, go on and write your research on your research report. Now, this time, today, we'll talk about the research topic, how to choose, on what basis you choose your research topic. So today, we are starting with this part of research. Okay, now the research topic should be focused, clear, and specified. You should go very detailed when deciding about your research topic. Okay, I will give you one example. For example, I would like to study as I said, the English language problems faced by students. So it's ELT, English language problem or teaching faced by students. Okay, now this is a very general topic. It's a really very general topic. It involves speaking, it involves reading, it involves listening, it involves grammar or writing, or so English reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Okay, and then there are different tasks of it. And then exactly who are the students? Are you taking school students, college students? Are you taking adult learners? What exactly? So it's not clear. So we have to do now, you have to get it more focused. So no, you decided, no, I'll speak about not the student, I'll only speak about the writing. Okay, then writing also is not something easy. Is it for what type of students you are using? This is also, it's a very broad one. So you cannot cover all type of students. You have to specify. Then no, you decided that I'll take, for example, school students. Really? Can you do it? In the country, for example, we have more than 5 systems, and each and every system there are more than 12 classes, like grade 1, grade 2 to grade 12, and then under these that you have different type of students. So it's really complicated. So how do we finalize, how do we refine this topic to be very small? Now we have to, for example, to help you refining this topic, there are 5 WH questions that you have to think about and to help us in refining this topic. Now these 5 WH questions, for example, start with what. So question like what help you to decide about the area exactly of your problem. What is it that you're trying to investigate? Okay, what is the main topic? For example, research on problem facing students while it's speaking in English. So this is, we are talking about speaking English, and exactly we are only analyzing the problem, as this is one example. Okay, so in order to think about a problem, decide about, do you really have enough knowledge? Are you expert in this area? Do you know enough about it? You shouldn't just, you cannot write about agriculture once you did not, you haven't read anything or study about agriculture. So you have to go and only do the research on your topic or interest or your area. Okay, and then the second question, which is why, and why focuses on the objectives. What are your objectives? Exactly why you are doing the study. Are you focusing, yes, you are doing on speaking. Are you looking for type of speaking problems, or the factors or reasons or causes? So for example, this study focuses on the research on the factors behind English language speaking difficulties faced by students. So here you have to show us exactly, it's not, make it very specific. And then who are your participants? Again, you cannot really address all. So you have to decide if in case it's students, and then you have to tell us that who are they? It could be the gender, it could be in the age or area or type. So it's very important to tell us who are the participants and who also will make use of your study findings. So factors behind English language speaking with difficulty here in this study, psychology students. This is another way of refining it. And then more, giving it more focus, psychology students then tell us exactly where, under which institute. Is it, for example, here, Mazoon College? Then tell us, is it in whole Sultanate of Oman or in the whole country if it is Qatar or Kuwait, or only in part of regions? Because you cannot make generalization when only your study is out of 20 and your full population is 10,000 and you only taking 20 is not really representative. And here you have to think about this determine, and that this also will tell you how much money and how many research assistants you need in this regard. Okay, so I mean, it's really important to decide on these factors and when you will do the study. So these 5 WH questions, as I said, which is when, where, what, and who, and when, help you to refine your topic. Now, this is how to choose the topic. My question to the assignment to you as students, I would love to have you in groups, and as I told you earlier, group of 3 to 5 maximum. Go and choose a practical research topic that you feel is, or you have read and you are interested to do it, and make it within Mazoon College. And the reason we are linking it to Mazoon College, because we actually want you to actually to do it on the spot. Okay, and then the submission should be within, you have to publish, to provide us with 3 research publication on the same topic. Okay, the example I've given to you, for example, in this lecture, it's about speaking difficulties faced by psychology students in Mazoon College. So I'm expecting you to get me research like the speaking or presentation obstacles faced by Qatar University in Al Doha University, for example, or Qatar University students, or the speaking problems encountered by Saudi Arabia students in King Saud University. Oh, I don't care about the context. Rather, we would like to have 3 published, concrete, correct research to be as a model for us to produce, to imitate them, to produce a sound and solid research design. And this is very important also, that will help us in later stages to critique them and to provide analysis about the different parts of research. So it's really important to provide us with these 3 research. Okay, this is one example. For example, I'm doing a research on English language reading strategies or difficulties faced by students. And I want to provide 3 examples. So these examples should be from published research. This is one published research. It's in 2018. As I told you, it's very recent. So it's about English language reading strategies, and it's published in this journal, which is International Journal of English and Education. And as you can see, there is an introduction. This is important. There is review of literature. There is, let's say, methodology. It's very important because we have to use these later on. Okay. Okay, and findings, and then it will help us making the new study. So this is one example of a study. Another example is this one, for example, or is it this one, which is investigating the English language needs of female students at campus. So this is also about, it's in Saudi Arabia, the same topic. And this is the third one, for example, English language teaching grade in education. So it's again the same issues. And as you can see, I would look just for the questionnaire, if there is a questionnaire or items that would help me to build my own study. The reason to have these 3, because we want them to be as model for us to build the new study. Now, if some of you said, for example, that doctor, I really cannot find studies, only got one, go to the reference here of that study, and from the reference you can find other relevant study. We only want 3, and you will have to show us this study, and based on the study